very advantageous because, and I have to go to the next slide. Okay. I like Selden's book. So this is the academic portfolio here. Okay, if you don't have one, there are several copies. I don't know how many are left, but you have some in your department, and your colleagues and your chairs will have some. Okay, and so I like the book because it was interdisciplinary. Okay, and that's very helpful. We got good advice from the facilitators, and they also will allow us to keep in touch with them and keep sending them our updates. Okay. I liked it because it helped me reflect on what I've been doing all of these 14 years that I've been here at Winston-Salem State University. So I wanted to look at my past and look at where I am now and what I plan to do in the future here at the university. So I wanted to see, okay, where am I going here? Okay, and you always want to look at that from year to year. I also want to talk to the professional community, those who are going to read it, and just say, okay, this is what I'm doing. Can I get some help from you as to how I need to improve, how I need to balance things out a little bit better, okay? And also to be a guide to some of the junior faculty members who are here at this institution and maybe at other institutions, okay? I like the theme-based approach because I notice in the scientific community, we're now looking at things in an interdisciplinary fashion, and we want to be theme-based. Okay, so if I like drug addiction research. So in drug addiction research, it's not just the bench science. It's also working with the people. Okay, so it's looking at the behavior. It's looking at socioeconomic factors, looking at environmental factors. So I'm I'm in the wet lab. And so I'm that type of scientist, but I still need to talk to other people. So we're looking at a theme-based approach. So I have to look at my core value, okay? Why did I go into teaching in the first place? What do I really believe? This is my core value. I love sharing knowledge. I really believe we need to increase the number of people that go into science, okay? That's my belief. We're falling behind in America. Everybody knows that scientifically. So what can I do to help? Okay, so that's my value. And science is fun. You know, it's a lot of fun to get in there and work in the lab. And we teach it from a textbook point of view, and it bores our kids. So I think we need to change the way we do things. And why I do research? Because I believe we need to find a cure for crack cocaine addiction. Okay, I think that is very important. And it's costing us a lot of money, so how can I help? Also, why do I work on a lot of committees? Okay, because the university needs our help. Okay, you really need committee work to be done so that we can address the curriculum, make sure our students are learning as far as being prepared and marketable when they leave here. So that takes some work outside of the classroom also. Disadvantages I saw with the book was that there were no HBCUs or MSIs as examples. And I will bring that up because we have high teaching loads. When I looked at the examples, people teach two courses. And that's what they taught. That's what they did. They did research, and that's what they did. Okay? So they did more on a smaller, just in a field that was very small. Okay? So they spoke to a smaller audience. Even though what they're doing is important, it was a smaller research audience. Whereas what we do here is we address students that have not been prepared very well, and then we address students who have been prepared very well. And they're all in the same class with you, okay? That takes a different strategy, okay, teaching at an HBCU. We wear many hats, we're sitting, how many committees are you on? At least 5, okay? And if you don't have any work to do in one day, just sit at the computer. The emails will come that will say, do this, do this, do this. And you can't get your work done sometimes because you're addressing issues that come up and deadlines, okay?
I close the business on Friday. I love those.
Oh, close it. And the business, I want to say that close of business is midnight, okay, for me sometimes. So 5 o'clock is not the end of my business day, okay? Now it's EOB day, yeah, because of that. And so what we deal with here is much different than what I've seen in the book, okay? That Loyola College, Texas Christian University, University of Alabama, Birmingham, a lot of research institutions, okay? So the students they're getting, I'm sure they have their challenges also, but it's a little bit different than what we're dealing with. And also writing it, I'm revising it over and over and over again. And so that's part of the writing process, right? Those of us who've been through all of the workshops, that you can't write a final draft in 3.5 days. So there were some time constraints, and it was right before the school year started, so you can jot things down and then you're jumping right back into the semester. So maybe earlier in the summer might have been better, I don't know. We're always busy no matter what. So maybe there's really no good time for it. So that's what I saw as a disadvantage. Yes.
You think we can do a final draft in 2.5 weeks?
Well, it's better than 3.5 days. It's better than 3.5 days.
While we're in school teaching and having these 5 committee meetings per week?